after 3 to 5 dates, typically, sometimes 10, the average dater has sex. There's 1,000,001 reasons why people have sex. Anybody who was following my post yesterday, and that I posted on, what's the reason that you have sex? What are you looking to gain from sex? I believe is how I worded it. A lot of people got caught up on the word gain. A lot of people were giving me shit for even using the word gain, and it's just like, oh, that's just, it's what are you wanting by having sex? What are you looking for? What is the intent? Maybe that is the more conscious, woke way of doing it. What is your intent for having sex? Well, the problem is that we live in a world right now where we don't have intent. We don't have any intent on what we want out of the sex, where we're going with the sex. We say we want connection. We say we want fulfillment. We say that we want to please our partner. We say that we say that we want orgasm. We say that we want all these things. We say that we want love. Somebody said love, respect, orgasm, connection, intimacy, to just give pleasure. Somebody said that they wanted peace, and a whole bunch of other things. And then some deeper statements and some very just, raw, animalistic, primal statements were made also. And it really got me to thinking. And, I have not done a live stream for about a month and everything. And I've been writing more in summertime and travel and kids and all that. But I was thinking about this, and it's just, I tell you, as I spent, 12, 13 years focused on sex and relationship intimacy coaching, working with many, many men and women alike, singles and couples, on how to have the orgasmic life, how to have this depth in their relationship, how to find orgasm in their body. Because get this, folks, 70% plus of women out there don't have orgasm during sex. They're faking it. Well, that's sad in itself, isn't it? It's pretty sad. Which used to be me when I was married in my 20s and I was just performing, putting on the show. I was completely disconnected from about here down. I couldn't really feel my body. So I put on the show. And the reason I had sex was because I grew up pretty traditional, Catholic schoolgirl here, grew up traditional, believing that, number one, sex is for the man. And as a woman, sex meant that I needed to please my partner. I needed to make sure that he was happy so that he wouldn't stray. And, just close your eyes and count to whatever number and it'll all be over relatively quickly. It's not really going to be that great. Don't worry about it. It might even hurt. Just suck it up and do your duty. And what else? Sex is for having babies. Well, yeah. A lot of people, as I found out yesterday, between my personal profile and my business page, a lot of people believe that is all sex is good for, is to have babies. And it's what our biological need is to make babies, to carry on the human race, right? And we do this through procreation, through intercourse, sex, just like any other species. That's exactly what happens, right? But us human beings, even though we have our very primal stuff, and we do need to move the human race along and keep having babies and all that stuff, there's more to sex for us. There is. We have desire, want behind our sexing. Except in today's world, we've lost the heart of our sexing. We are in this hookup culture where it's all about more, fast, disconnect, don't turn your heart over. We're all looking for connection. We're all looking for fulfillment. We all want this person in our life, right? And like today in my coaching practice, what I work with people on is finding that soulmate relationship. And I've managed to pull in a beautiful soulmate relationship into my life, and just my whole heart and soul is dedicated to this relationship. And here I am, and that's just like, as a coach working for myself, I can pretty much coach on whatever the heck I want. And that's where I'm at. And that's where I know over the course of time working with so many, especially beautiful women out there, that us ladies, we want to know that there's somebody special, somebody that we can let down our guards to, that we don't have to walk in this strong masculine energy that we've been programmed into over the last 40 years, right? Go feminists. 40 years of women being men, 40 years of women disconnecting from our feminine, 40 years of women hardening up, being so rigid, 40 years of us moving even more into the performance role, or just the quick, and this new statement of the week for me that I'm just like, I hate this statement, but I wrote it the other day. The smash it and go society. And that is just quite literally, I see so many women and hear women talking about, well, I'm just going to smash it and go. I don't need to spend a night. I don't need the kissing. I don't need the touching. I don't need the foreplay. I'm just going to smash it and go. And I'm going to just go home, and I don't want him in my space. So what are you getting? What are you gaining from smash it and go? What are you gaining from just hooking up? And it's built this society where nobody trusts anybody anymore at all, especially in the sex, right? Especially in intimacy, especially in commitment. What is that? Oh, I want a committed relationship, but we don't offer up committed relationships because we smash it and go, because we hook up, because we don't bring our heart into the game. We don't offer our truth up. We don't let ourselves be seen, felt. We don't care about that other person. And that's the problem, right? With a hookup society, with the smash it and go mindset, with the I don't need this. I want all of this. I want intimacy. I want connection. I want commitment. I want to be seen. I want to be felt. I want to know that somebody is going to be there for me. I want that rock solid. I want that partnership. I want my soulmate. I want my heart to be felt. I want, but, not going to give it. I'm going to just tap it and go. And somehow I think that I'm going to find all of this, but not give my heart, not slow the fuck down and actually get to know somebody. 3 to 10 dates, 3 to 5 is what I hear over and over again. And even for myself, when I was big in the dating world and had 11 boyfriends and all that kind of stuff, 3 to 5 dates. I didn't wait around, but you know what? I did it with intent. And this is what I really want to impress on you today. It is not that you should just, not have sex, not move into relationship even just to have sex. It's being conscious. It's having intent. It's setting your intentions, and it's speaking your truth, being transparent about where you're at, what you're wanting, what you're desiring. The problem is that nobody knows, and that was evident from my post yesterday. Nobody knows what they want. Oh, I don't want to gain anything from sex. Bullshit. Yeah, you do. You want to gain connection and intimacy. You want to gain a partnership probably. You're hoping to be seen and to be loved. You're hoping that this other person will take time with you and on you. Or are you just satisfied with just what I call fast food sex, right? Is that what it is? You're just satisfied with the fast food, get in, get out, go, right? And you know what fast food sex does for us? It's kind of like if we just chose to live on McDonald's. Well, you're going to just be very unhealthy, right? I was just telling my guy just this morning, we were talking about this very topic, and I was telling him, I was saying, sex is a vital nutrient to our bodies. Yes, there is the biological need for sex to have babies and for humankind to keep existing, right? But then there is another need. Now, granted, we can go a lifetime without sex. right? Unlike food or water or air, we can't go without that very long, right? 3 minutes, 3 days, 3 weeks, right? That's about what we get there with air, water, and food. Sex, we can go 3 lifetimes and we can still live life, right? The issue is that just from a physical perspective, if we just go with the physical body, and if I just take on women here, being a woman, and if I just address this topic around no sex, right? Well, no sex, guess what sex does for us, ladies? Sex actually builds elasticity of the vaginal canal. It helps to prevent vaginal prolapse. Okay, did you know that the hormones, the chemical release that comes through our body from our brains during good sex, okay, this is not where we're raping ourselves because we're just putting it out there to perform and to achieve our safety with a house of finances, keeping our man happy, the duty-based shit. And I'm not talking about that. That destroys, that causes trauma, and that's why I use the word raping yourself, because that is you agreeing to be raped because you're not getting anything from it. So when you say, I don't want anything from the sex, think again, because that is a traumatizing statement to self, okay? But here's the thing. If we're having good sex, okay, or great sex, this is where we are totally into our partner. We are right there. We are not up in our head. We are in our body. We are feeling, we are surrendered. We are being so just full in love. It moves past the genitals, okay? It's not about the genitals in that. That is about the heart eruption. That is about the heart connection. That is about two becoming one, okay? To get very biblical about it. That is exactly it. Or spiritual about it if you want to go down Thomas More path or something, okay? Or David Dieter or what have you. Just realize that that is about the two becoming one. That is only going to happen if it is good or gourmet great, right? Like out of this world, as like I like to call it, okay? That feeds not just our soul, it feeds our minds, it feeds our hormones, and it feeds us physically. It makes our bodies stronger. It boosts our immune system. It helps with the release of serotonin. It helps with oxytocin and dopamine. All this good shit moves through our body. Did you know that your heart rate will be lower? Your blood pressure will be lower. You can move mountains with good sex. You'll look younger, you'll feel better, the elasticity of your vaginal canal, just all the menopause, well, that also is way down, okay? It's just some good stuff. But what we end up doing, ladies, and guys listening, what you end up supporting us doing is just accepting shit, accepting fast food, accepting emptiness. And we do that by supporting this smash it and hook up, the I don't need connection, but all I want is connection. All I want is for somebody to care. Well, in order for somebody to care about you, in order for somebody to want to give the attention to you, to spend the time with you, to get to know your body, to get to know your heart, and to really be able to feel you at a mental, spiritual, emotional, and physical level, where the armor is coming down, and you as a woman can soften into your beautiful feminine energy and allow the man to lead there. And he's not scared to lead because we have shamed our men into the fear of leading in so many areas. And that's a whole nother topic, a whole nother talk. But we have. But in order for that to happen, do you know what has to happen? We have to slow down. We have to slow down. And I wrote, and I've been doing all these questions lately, but I think last week I posted some question about, did you know that maybe your feminine energy you shouldn't lean into your feminine energy so much that it might not be what needs to happen, that you need to actually lead instead of asking the man to lead all the time. Maybe you need to lead. And that was taken as though I was saying that that the woman needs to step into her masculine and she needs to lead the relationship like that. And what I meant is that it is up to us women to lead from the emotional aspect, which means that we lead through when the sex can come into play. We lead through the deeper inquiry. It is our duty to ourselves, and if we are looking at somebody for a relationship or a partnership, not just hookup or just dating, because it's a vetting process. At least ideally that's what it should be. It should be the vetting to get to the date, and then the dating vets into relationship. Do I want to have a relationship with this person? Do I want to explore relationship? Which means I'm going to get to know you more. I'm going to start to care a little bit more. I'm going to allow more time, more focus here, right? That's relationship. And many people stop right there. They stop in the relationship portion and they go, okay, I'm good. I now have a relationship. Yeah, but relationship is a vetting process to partnership. Okay, and that partnership is what you can refer to as that soulmate relationship, that full unity with somebody where you're really together. You know that this person has your back. They are there to celebrate your wins, your triumphs. They're your cheerleader. They're also there when the shit hits the fan and you feel like crap, you lost your job, stuff's going down with your, like for me, I lost my mom this year and everything, stuff's going down with your parents, and my grandson with heart transplant, things are going down with your kids. That person's there for you through the thick and the thin. That's what partnership is. Partnership, that is commitment. We start to get commitment in a relationship. We test the waters in relationship for commitment. Do I really want to commit here? Am I really going to build a foundation here? Can I build a foundation here? Do our values line up? How do our lives merge? Do they come together well, or is it just a constant struggle, right? And you have to look at those things. We don't do that. All that takes time. In today's world, we go, oh, he, she is hot. He, she has a whatever sized dick. He, she has this. He, she likes this kind of sex. He, she likes sex this much. He, she has blah, 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 blah. And we look just at the exterior. Just here at the exterior. And we don't open the book up. We don't. And we jump into the relationship, and then we become serial relationship people. We are serial sexing partners, and that's where we're just moving through. We're just churning through it, and I've been there. Okay, I have been there. I speak from not a place of judgment, but a place of experience. Okay, and I can tell you that it causes massive emotional, physical trauma to be on that churning cycle of serial sexing with different partners constantly. We have a long little spider. And what we're really wanting is that connection and that intimacy. We're wanting somebody to care, and we're wanting to care, right? We're wanting to get locked in. We're wanting that companionship, that connection, that space of loyalty, that space of rock solidness of knowing. And we want to be able to put all the armor down. Men and women alike, we want to put the armor down. We want to know that somebody is going to be there through the thick and the thin, into our golden years, and is just there for us and is going to receive us no matter what. But that doesn't happen unless somebody cares, unless somebody can access their heart. And I can tell you that this hookup, smash it society that we have going on right now, it's deeply depressing. I mean, it's good for business for me, I guess. I should be grateful. But it's deeply depressing because I look out and I just, as I keep saying, I've got 3 sons and a daughter that 18 and younger that are still home with me, and I look out into this world and I just go, wow, I'm so glad that I'm not 20 something anymore, or even in my 30s and out there, because what I see is just a massive disconnect, and it's causing almost like a mental disorder forming at a massive scale in society around relationship where so many people are really truly operating from this narcissistic, egotistical, self-centered realm of, I'm just going to get in, get mine, don't give a shit about whoever else, drop it like a hot potato and move on. Next. But the buck's got to stop with somebody, right? So my encouragement is to anybody hearing me today who really wants to hear it and who really might go, yeah, I've experienced that, or I am experiencing that, and I don't want that. I want that connection. I want that intimacy. I want this, right? Or as I do, this is what my guy and I do. So I do this a lot. So this, right? I want that rock solidness. That's what I want. I don't want just the dating. I don't want the smash it and go. I don't want the hookup. I want to move past the relationship. I want the partnership. I want that soulmate relationship to come in, where it is a heart and soul bond. And the sex expands it. The sex moves through us and unites us more. It is a deeper emotional bonding tool, and that is what I want to gain from it. A deeper emotional bond, a soul bond with my partner, right? If that's what you're looking for. Men, ladies especially, hear me. It requires somebody to time out on the front side and get right with, what do I value? What am I looking for? What are my core values? How am I showing up to support those core values in what I'm looking for? Because I hear over and over again, oh, I want these kind of characteristics in somebody, and there'll be all these beautiful, deep core values, right? All that kind of stuff. And then the person will get just stuck on, what hair color, eye color, height, genital size, all that. And it's like, what if your ideal, ladies, I'm going to hit you because I've been that person too, okay? What if you say, my ideal man is 6'2", has at least an 8-inch cock with 4 or 5 inch circumference, some girthiness. He's not overly muscular, but he's solid. Okay. Hair color doesn't matter that much. Really like blue eyes. I do love blue eyes. Really like blue eyes. He must make at least $80,000 a year. Okay, so the median income out there is, I think, like $56,000, $59,000. Okay, was what the average is across the board for people. So this guy, we want him to make at least $80,000 a year. Okay, so those are my top 5 things. Let's just say that those are my top 5 things. Okay, but I also want him to be emotionally mature. I want him to be a good listener. I want him to be spiritual. I want him to be good at giving and receiving. I want him to be well-rounded, educated, right? Like that, okay? So maybe those are my other 5 things. All right, well, what if this dude, the last 5, what if this dude, he walks in to your life and maybe he's not 6'2". Maybe he has brown eyes. Maybe he's just average on his cock size. Maybe he's just average. Maybe he doesn't make 80. Maybe he makes 60. Just average. What if he's just average on some of those things? But he has all of this. The funny thing is, and guys, you do this too, going back, okay? The funny thing is that the majority of people will sacrifice these things for these things, and then they will be all booty tickled. They're not happy. They're not satisfied. They're not feeling love. They're not. How dare this person over here? They had everything. No, they didn't. They had everything. Cover-wise, So why can't they give it all to me? At the end of the day, and I always come back to this, at the end of the day, and I mean the end of your days, put yourself on your deathbed and look back over your lifetime and say, what is it that I'm going to have regret over? Are you going to have regret over the fact that you didn't opt for Mr. GQ? Or are you going to have regret that you never truly had fulfillment, love, connection, intimacy, that you never really truly surrendered to somebody, that you never really truly felt that heart bond, that soul connection? Because I can tell you what, when that soul connection comes up in your life, it is the most beautiful, most fulfilling, satisfying, just erupting sensation, igniting in a level that you cannot imagine. And it has zero to do with this, except for the blue eyes. But that's just because I got my blue-eyed man. But seriously though, no. Ask yourself those things. And if you, then it's the questions around the core things, not around these things. People can't change their height. They can change their hair color. They can put contacts in, right? They can get some pump up things and do all this. And I've had men tell me that about surgeries that they've done to do different things down yonder too. At the end of the day, the majority of people can't change what they were born with, nor, in my opinion, should we. But what we can do is we can develop things like emotional maturity, right? Like wanting to grow spiritually. Those are the things that you need to be looking at. What are those core components that you're looking at that actually leads to fulfillment and satisfaction in your relationship that moves towards partnership? What are the things that are going to take you all the way out to the end of your days and make you feel bonded? Not the things that can go away. Okay? So yeah, I don't know. I feel like I went a little bit all over the place. Hopefully you got something from this today. Hopefully. If not, sorry. If so, leave some comments down below. Make sure to share this Conscious Coffee. I have not been doing as many as of late as what I used to do. But we are headed back into fall, a calmer season perhaps for me, so that I can get back in the groove here and everything. And, you know, help me get the word out on different things. If for some reason I've said something and you have said, hey Kendall, how do I go about calling in that soulmate relationship? How do I go about knowing what I want to gain? How do I set healthy intentions around sex, around dating, around relationship, around calling in that soulmate partnership? What the hell do I do? Because here I am at whatever age I am and I haven't done it yet. Help. Well, if you want help, reach out to me. Message me in the comments, privately message me, text, call, email. I'm easy access here, okay? So just reach out to me. We can get you started on one of the fall programs that I have coming up. Beautiful, beautiful sessions of a couple of 6 weeks to 12 weeks out of session work to get you exactly what you are looking for in your relationships, in your sexing, in your lovemaking, okay? I love you guys as always. Thank you for watching. I see you, Tina. Thank you very much. Alan, thank you. Thank you, guys. Namaste to everybody. And I will catch you another day with another Conscious Coffee. As always, remember, stop existing and start living. You are worthy of the love, of the abundance, of the connection, the intimacy, the happiness. You've got to make the stand for yourself, though. You've got to claim it for yourself, because nobody else on this planet is going to be able to do that for you, nor will they, okay? You have the power right within your hands. I love you guys, and I'll catch you another day.